Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is only reading books with Valentine's Day in the title for a week. This challenge was way harder than I expected it to be just because the ones in the past were so easy to find a few books with the word in the title, but finding books with Valentine's Day or Valentine in the title is so hard. Like, I'm only gonna be able to do one of these. The rest will be like, next year's is going to be like with love in the title or something like that because Valentine is too hard. With that being said, I did find a novella on Audible, and then I found three like real ones, and I'll just like put their picture on the screen, but we'll see how far we get. So I'm excited. Valentine's Day is not really one that I kind of get in the mood for. It's just more like Gavin and I will go to dinner, but this year we're not even going to dinner. He's gonna make something here. So I don't know how much these books will like put me in the Valentine's mood or anything. I don't really foresee that happening. It's never a bad thing to romanticize something, so I'm definitely going to try and romanticize Valentine's Day a little bit this year. I feel like you all know I never wear my hair natural, so this is super like overstimulating for me. So sorry if that's a jump scare for ya. I know in one of my videos, I think it was the Post Malone one, I blew it out and made it look all pretty. Then we got stuck in like torrential downpour rain on the way in, and my curly hair came out in that video, but okay. Anyway, the first book that we will be reading is A Valentine Murder by Penelope Loveletter. It seemed just like murder mystery, like cozy murder mystery. Let's get started. We have a little bit over a week until Valentine's Day, but I do want to start Wuthering Heights soon, and that construction is going to drive me insane. I'm so sorry. I do want to start Wuthering Heights because the movie comes out soon. So it is a big book and I need some time in between there. So I'm going to try to get all my Valentine's Day ones done in time to edit this and get it up by Valentine's Day. So let's get started. I also wanted to show you guys, I'm really proud of my paper whites. Please look at them. They're so freaking tall. I just did not expect them to grow this fast. If you ever are like not very good at gardening and you like flowers or you want to get into it, these are so easy. And they turned out so cute. They don't smell good though. What's up with that? Why didn't anyone tell me that? I was talking to my friend Hannah today and she's like, yeah, they smell like piss. And I smelled them and I was like, do they smell like this? It kind of smells like plastic. Gavin mentioned it the other day too. And I was like, you think everything smells like chemicals. He kept saying it smelled like chemicals. And I never smelled it. And then today on the phone with Hannah, I was like, oh my God, it does kind of smell bad. But anyway, they're really fun to grow. I brought it over here so you guys could admire it too. My mom Lane gave me those. Let's start rating. Look, they have a Valentine's Day ambiance. How fun. She's so silly. Little Rose. She's so silly. The local veterinarian. See, I think that they were wanting you to like think it was him. You know how normally books will do a little plot twist where they have you thinking it was somebody the whole time and then it ends up being somebody else. Well, they're pinning it on the mans that she likes. But I know better. A body was found dead. Valentine's Day letter in his hand. I forgot to say before this, I read the first one in this series before I read this one, so it would like make more sense to me. I mean, they're just so cute. I wouldn't say predictable though. I don't think they're predictable. I just think it's a little bit short, sweet, and cozy. Like, She has 2 cats. She owns a little bookshop in her house. Like, this is so sweet. She got a Valentine's Day card this morning, and she's wanting it to be one person, but she doesn't think it's that person. And then she had like this soiree at her house, like a book club, and the guy kind of stands her up and doesn't show up and doesn't have an explanation, but he's also a vet, and there's been like a sickness with all of the pets, so I'm guessing he's busy, like, obviously. But she's like, he didn't even call me. I'm gonna keep reading. I love how the cats in the first book, this happened too, but I love how the cats have kind of like a part in finding a clue and like helping solve the mystery. I just finished and it's so cute. I said on my Goodreads review, it's like eating a little sweet treat. Like, you don't want it to end, and it's just it's exactly what you want it to be, you know? Maybe I will get in the Valentine's Day spirit this year. Okay, I'm giving that one 3 stars. It's just super, like, nothing groundbreaking, but it's so cute. You can't give it anything less than that just because it's short. Okay, the second book I'm reading for this is The Valentine Inn by Jennifer Peel. This one is about this famous guy has an assistant who has been his assistant for a few years. They have a great relationship, but obviously, like, things get complicated, and then they get snowed into this inn. They have a fun night. It skips to 5 years in the future. She hasn't talked to him, but now she has his child. You figure out what happens with them. So I'm gonna start that one now. Okay, while that's downloading on my Kindle, I got a Kindle so long ago. My mom got it for me. I just haven't been using it. I don't have a Kindle Unlimited account, so I think I'm gonna let that charge up and download this book on there because I don't need any more physical books. I don't need any more. I'm trying to tell myself it's okay if I don't have the physical trophy. I am starting a junk journal in the very near future, so I don't know if I'm gonna make a video about it yet, but I think that would be so fun to watch, don't you? I watch people make junk journals. I don't know, let me know if you would want that. But I'm going to find it on audiobook and cut these out while my Kindle charges because I'm about to have to go run errands, and I would rather just take that. I have to get my oil changed, so depending on how fast they are, I should be able to read a little bit there too. I got it downloaded on here, but I'm bringing this guy with me just in case there's any downtime. I'm at any of these places that I have to go to. Right now, I kind of hate the guy. I'm liking the girl at the moment. The little kid's really cute, but the author keeps using the word lamented, and it's really throwing me just because of how many times she's saying it. Anyway, just got here. I'm glad I brought this. This also tells you, oh, hey there. This also tells you like the percentage you are on in the book. I don't know why I've never gotten into this. It tells you the percentage and then like how many minutes left you have in the chapter. I feel like I'm about to enter a new era of reading here. It's the next day. This, I'm pretty sure, I mentioned it yesterday and I was only like 4% in to the book or something like that. But I think this is gonna be a game changer for me because I flew through that freaking book. I read all morning and I did get through it. I found it on Kindle Unlimited. I think I wanna give this one 2.5 stars. I don't know, I liked the storyline of how she got the inn and the man came to like actually not be a deadbeat dad, but something about it was like super annoying. And I think it's just the fact of her being like, he's done me wrong and didn't speak to me, but I love him, we're soulmates. The amount of time she said soulmate, it was just a little, I like cheesy books, don't get me wrong, but it was a little I don't know, I also could have done without the epilogue. Like, you can skip the epilogue in this one. Normally that's where like everything comes together and you can see them living happily ever after, but this one really was just like, not feeling it. With that being said, we're on to our third book. The third book is called A Vineyard Valentine by Nina Boki, I think. This is another novella, so I think it should go by pretty quickly. And I found it on Audible for free. I have to do my nails. I just took all of my nail stuff off and they look ridiculous, so I have to do those. I started this one on here. I've already started this one this morning after I finished the other one, just to like go ahead and get into it. But I'm gonna put on the audiobook while I do my nails for a little bit, and then we'll get on to the fourth one today as well. Our main girl hates Valentine's Day. She's putting on a party at the vineyard that she owns, but she also wants to do like an anti-Valentine's Day party. She has a little dog, she has a best friend, lining up to be a good one. Okay, for these, I'm gonna try French tips. Why am I nervous? And then maybe we can do, I have these little like gems I want to put on it because I've never done that before, but I think it would be quite cutie. Be back when I have updates on either the nails or the book. I just finished one hand of the French, and then here's the little jewels I've been wanting to use. They're like little pearls. I'm just going to painstakingly put all of these guys down. I think I put too many on. What do we think? He's got little pearls. Is that cute? I can't tell. I really like the audiobook narrator in this one. If an audiobook narrator gets on your nerves, you're gonna hate the book. But we're almost at like a juicy part in the book. Okay, I think that's cute. Don't know if I want to do it on all of them or not. I think one might be fine. I need a second opinion. I just went and looked on Pinterest. I definitely think that's too many. What if I just space them out a little bit more? Why did I do this? Yeah, I think I like this better already. But that does unfortunately mean I have to do it on every single nail. I feel like that looks so much better. Yeah. I think I like it. So she went from the anti-love party to the other party, and that guy was there, and now they're getting to know each other. It's not giving me the same like oomph. I just finished my nails for one. I feel like they turned out cute. That's not bad, right? I just finished the Valentine Vineyard. I will give that one 3 stars as well. Not much there. Like, it's to the point. She finds somebody. I don't know why they're not really like getting me this time around. Maybe I just really like Christmas and not so much Valentine's Day or something. I'm not sure. It was cozy. It was cute. It was on a vineyard. I love anything based on a vineyard. The characters were cute. And I just haven't gotten like a time to sit and listen to an audiobook and do my nails, like been in my PJs all day. It's like almost noon, but it's just such a cozy day. It's a little rainy outside. I think it's snowing in some parts of Georgia right now. What more could you ask for? This is the life. The next book I will be reading, there are no books with Valentine in the title. If you guys know of any, let me know, because the ones I'm finding are not hidden, but that's fine. It's a challenge for a reason. These are so fun. All right, I feel like my eyeballs are dying. Okay, I just had to do a lot of research on this book because I was gonna do the second book in the Valentine's Inn duology, and I was like, I just can't put myself through that. Like, that was not a fun time for me, so why would I do another one? So the next book that I found is called Valentine's Day in Venice, which is more along the lines of what I was wanting with the word Valentine's Day in the title. Thank you. So that's the one we're gonna do. Let me see. Oh my gosh, it's on Kindle Unlimited. Okay, Valentine's Day in Venice by Stephanie Taylor. This is so fun already. I love it. The cover is really cute too. Okay, well, you can't see that. Okay, let's get to reading this one. Can you tell how excited I am that I won't be reading that other book? Okay, this one might take me a little bit though, so let's hope this one's better than the rest. We just met another guy, Dev. I don't know who she likes. We have this amazing looking lunch that Gavin made, and we're like 22% in, and we met Lucy and her bestie guy friend Nick, and she just got out of like a 7-year relationship. He broke her heart, or not Nick, but her ex-husband got out of a 7-year marriage with some guy, and then she's talking about like traveling the world, I think, but she owns like a little shop. Why don't I own a shop? Everyone in my books owns shops. I'm like, I don't know what kind of shop I could own. I could own multiple. You know, I used to work at Starbucks. I could own a cafe. Maybe get a liquor license, put some wine in that bitch. Let's get back to it. If this is not the best day ever, I've been in my pajamas reading, did my nails. What else could you want? I mean, this is so fun. Okay, so we were introduced to 2 other people, but only one other person's point of view, and they all just got to Venice, and they're like spending their time there and getting to know like everyone in the crew, I guess, like everyone who's also doing that little Valentine's Day soiree in Venice. Lucy's point of view, she's still in between those 2 guys, and then the other one that we're getting, she has to like fulfill this quest that her late husband sent her on, so she's kind of going around Venice doing that right now. But I think it's pretty good so far. It's pretty cute. Why was there not a happy ending in this flippin' book, dude? I need to get out of this cheesy. I think this is an end of an era on the books that I'm reading right now, and it's the beginning of an era for my Kindle. The taste buds are developing a little bit more. I'm kind of like finding what I'm liking, or I'm just like going away from these like the books that are giving nothing. They're not doing anything for me, as you can tell throughout this whole video. I'm like, it's not hitting, it's not doing, like, yeah, maybe because you're picking shitty books. I don't know, like, in order to enjoy this book, I would have to read, like, the next few, and it's a whole, like, holiday adventure club series. I don't know, maybe if that's what I was in the mood for, I just wasn't in the mood for it, or again, I don't like how she was in between 2 people and, like, kind of texting both of them. The trip was the best part, and it wasn't the whole book. So, I don't know. Maybe if that's what I was in the mood for, I just wasn't in the mood for it, or again, I don't like how she was in between 2 people and, like, kind of texting both of them. The trip was the best part, and it wasn't the whole book. So, I don't know. Maybe if that's what I was in the mood for, I just wasn't in the mood for it, or again, I don't like how she was in between 2 people and, like, kind of texting both of them. The trip was the best part, and it wasn't the whole book. So, It's more about like friendships and a whimsy time in Venice. Yeah, the next book video is going to be just like getting them off my TBR because I've heard such good things about the ones on my TBR. That's why I have them. But that is a goal for 2026, is to have 0 books on my TBR. Right now, I have, let's count. I have 19 books on my physical TBR right now. I lied. I was only looking at one shelf. 25. Okay, I have 25 books. So getting stuff off my physical TBR because I'm not putting myself through this not one more time. The Christmas ones are fun, but I have like an unhealthy obsession with Christmas. I'm gonna stop there. I spent 6 days reading books I'm not enjoying and I'm kind of over it. So I get to start Wuthering Heights and then go watch that movie. I'm also reading My Friends by Frederick Bachman for my other book club. So I think those two will be good and maybe get me out of this funk. Furthermore, I'm giving that one a 2. I'm so over it. Last few Korea videos going up next week. Stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this book reading video. Shout out to Maddie. She told me she's been watching all of my videos. It means so much to me. If no one's told you today, I love you so much.